Hey Greenville natives, I just want to do this video for y'all because I don't do a lot of interaction with the group uh, like I probably should, but I wanted some of y'all to get to know me a little bit and just go over a few points and a few things that I think is going right in this group, and a couple of things that might be better worked on. First, welcome everybody. This on the group. Gosh, I never thought we would be 20,000 people now. For one thing, the group is called Greenville, South Carolina Natives. You don't have to be a native to be on the site. We do want to have everyone have some sort of interest in the area, and we do screen everyone that comes in. I have two other admins that help me out. Basically, our rules on that is, let's see, we try to find a reason that you don't need to be in the group. We don't necessarily look for something that tells us you want to be in the group. So, in other words, if your request to come in the group has absolutely zero to do with this area or this group or anything of that nature, such as you don't have any, there's no photos of anything in the area, there's no mutual friends with me or anyone in the group, you live in another country, you don't even speak the language, then that's a red flag that we need to either reject that person's request or look further into it. For instance, I had what looked to be a legitimate profile today from Wisconsin. This person had zero to do with the area. She had no likes of any groups in the area or any businesses in the area, no mutual friends with anyone in the group or me, just had zero ties. So maybe my admins can pick up on this little trick too. If it looks like a legit person and a legit profile, and it's an up-to-date profile and it doesn't look like it's been a stolen profile or a hacked profile, I sent them a message and just said politely, I'm in the group that you just tried to join. I was just wondering what your interest was. You don't seem to have any ties around here. Well, the lady politely got back to me pretty quick, and she said, yes, we are looking to move to the Greenville area, and we thought this group would give us some great ideas and some history of the town. So I said, well, great, that's all I need to know. So I promptly let them in, and so that's kind of how we screen people to come in. Now, if you know someone who's tried to get in that was rejected and you don't know why, have them shoot me a message and say, hey, I don't have anything to do with the group or the area, but I am interested in maybe moving or visiting there, and then we'll let you in. So about the rules, I think they've worked well over the last since 2007 when I started the group. One of the main rules that come up all the time is selling stuff. Most sites don't allow that. I don't allow selling items. I don't. I think I've worded that rule to cater to brick and mortar businesses in this town. I am a big proponent of business, so especially local business, and I think a lot of our natives and people that live here like to patronize local businesses. So I don't mind someone saying, hey, I have a sewing shop on Main Street, Simpsonville. We do alterations and blah, blah, blah. I hope to see some native friends come in. Heck, even offer a discount to a native person. I don't know, but I don't mind that. But what I also put in the rules is I don't want that every single day, 2 times a day, 3 times a day, twice a week. Just advertise your business once, and they that's all that's needed. I don't want it to be all filled up with people trying to advertise their business over and over and over. So for those who report these people that are advertising their business, report the post, I get that report. Me and my admins get that report. And you're saying no advertising on this site is allowed. Well, you're the one that needs to go read the rules, because I will hit the keep button in a heartbeat if it's a brick and mortar building. Someone is trying to advertise in our town, and the rules are pretty clear, and I try to be very fair. For instance, there was someone advertising some services, and it was reported to me. Some service they did. I don't know if it was grass cutting or whatever. But the guy and his business weren't even in the county of Greenville. It was in Anderson. Okay, that's fine. Find an Anderson site to add, to do the ad on. So I did not keep that ad. So that's kind of the way that runs, and I try to be fair. Another part of the group is the rules, rather, is religion and politics. Look, if you want to talk religion, go somewhere else. I am a Christian. 99.9% of the people on this site are Christians, but we just don't want religion to be talked about, because it can be an inflammatory subject to many. I had a guy one time say we were a bunch of atheists because we wouldn't allow him to put Christian memes up on the wall. And so, that's nothing can be more ridiculous than that. Just take your religious post on your own site. Politics, same way. You want to talk politics with me? I am more than glad to. Matter of fact, I started my own politics page called Paul's Political Post. So if you want to talk politics, go there. Don't do it on the Greenville Native site. Very inflammatory subject. Political people, yes, we all know that Jesse Jackson was born in Greenville, but he's a very political person and very controversial. So every time someone posts something about him, it gets deleted. Whether I like him or not, that's nobody's business. Whether you like him or not, he's very political. Unless he gets on our site and starts posting about his past that's not political, he's a political person. So he's not on my side of the fence, but I have heard that he has got Parkinson's disease, and we wish him well, despite the fact of his political views. So, for the most part, I have very little problems with the selling part. Yes, I get some people that I let in that I've vetted, I think have have good intentions for the site. The very first thing they do is start blasting our wall with ads and stuff like that. Boom, they're gone. You're gone. I'm sorry. I don't have time for it. I have over about 20,000 members, and there's only 3 admins. You've obviously not read the rules, and you just want to get on here to advertise shoes or Russian brides or whatever. So I just, don't have time for that. If a post gets heated, and you report it. By the way, if you want to report a post, and most of you know how to do it, you just click in the upper right hand corner of the main post, and you can hit report post, and that report comes to me and my admins, and we can review the post and take action from there. So, but if it gets heated, then I have went through many responses to post and to try to find out who is really the instigator, and I have kicked people out and banned them from the group without question. Bam! All of a sudden you're in, all of a sudden you're out. There's some things that have been said. There's ways that people talk to other people. That's just not going to be tolerated, and I'm not going to talk it over and try to take you to your room and discuss what you did and what you shouldn't do. That's what you do when you have 2 or 3 kids, not 20,000. So some offenses are just boom, you're gone. I'm sorry, and that's probably for the best, and most people agree. So the other thing is, let's see what's something else I get. Sometimes a post will come up. I'll notice, I'll scroll through, and I'll see a post that's posted that may not be about Greenville. It may be a question. For instance, one of them was, I just saw one today about Clemson, Carolina, the South Carolina rivalry. Okay, it's got over 106 comments. Somebody wanted to you to respond with a GIF, a GIF comment to support your which side. Hey, nobody reported that. It hadn't got heated or nasty. I don't care if it's there. Fine. I mean, Clemson and Carolina have a huge impact on Greenville, and Greenville is Clemson or Carolina. Who's the most and the best? Well, I'm not gonna. You can look through my page to see who I pull for, but if the post is there and it's not 100% about Greenville, it's just something about the area of the state, and it's not heated or getting nasty and whatever, I'm fine. I'm fine with it. So just because it's not about Greenville 100%, but it needs to be about the area. I mean, I don't want to, I'm not looking for posts to be on there about something that's happening in another state or anything like that, or another county, just a county. If this is an area thing, then that's not what I think this site's about. It's about the area and stuff that affect Greenvillians, and for the most part, dang near 20,000 people are doing a darn good job at keeping it real. So I really only have a few reports a day that I have to look at a post rather, and decide whether to get rid of it or keep it. I don't know how many my admins see and get to before me. They may be doing the same thing, or they may be leaving them all to me. I don't know. I have had them contact me and ask about what to do about something, and I think we make a pretty good decision on that. So we invite everyone that wants to get to know the area or from the area. Please talk about everything you're doing. Keep up the great work. About the how you're all conducting and yourselves and whatnot. And I know I get a lot of praise on keeping it about Greenville, because I know people's regular Facebooks can get very cluttered with things and that don't have anything to do with them. Now, if you just know that if you do have a something that you don't want to see, the rules still apply on this group that it does in your Facebook page. You can go up to the right-hand corner again to the post, and you can say, I don't want to see this post. I think there's some other options there similar to that. I don't want to see this post, or I don't want to see posts from this person anymore. You can do stuff like that. Also, I think it applies to members. I know I can do it, but you can post something on the site. Say, for instance, and it might not be a bad idea. I was thinking for people that want to advertise their brick and mortar building, their business here. It might not be a bad idea to do this. You can post it, and in the options, I think before you post it, there's an option that says don't allow comments. So that means nobody can get under there and comment, or but I mean, that might be a good idea. It might not be. Sometimes I will make a statement that I'm not really looking for any feedback on. It might just be Merry Christmas to everyone, and I might put no comments allowed. I'm just saying Merry Christmas. That means I don't want everybody to feel obligated to say Merry Christmas, Paul. Merry Christmas. Have a good one. It's just all. I love that. I mean, I know everybody cares about everybody, but I might do that. That might be a reason to do that. Anyway, there's an option there for that, and I think you guys have the same access to that. I'm not sure, but me being an admin, it might be different, but I don't think it is. But I've seen some people ask some questions before on here. Just note that at the top of the page, you can create, instead of just asking a question and say, okay, I noticed one about what school did you go to, and you can at the top of the page you can do a poll. You can create your own polls for the group, and you can ask questions with multiple choice answers, and you can even allow people to add a school or add an answer. It doesn't necessarily have to be a school, It might be another question, but there you can do that. You can create polls, and and I'm not talking about political polls. I'm talking about I don't know how many people here, or how old is everybody, perhaps. You could put 5 to 20, 21 to 30, and blah, 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 blah. And you don't have to ask everybody their specific age, and they can just check off something. Now, that might be a pretty cool poll to kind of find out our age demographics here. I might do that myself. So, something else I just want to bring up for especially all the new members. Let me grab one, and I'll be right back. Okay. We had some interest in the past about shirts for our group. I made shirts. I wound up, nobody wanted to buy them after everybody said, "Oh, make some shirts, we'll buy them." I might have sold 10. Wound up donating the rest to the flood victims in Louisiana. A few years back, I put it on a big truck. They had a big fundraiser at Gigi's Food and Spirits in Simpsonville one day, and they filled up an entire truck with water and clothes and everything. So I just wasn't selling those shirts. So I felt, cut my loss and let it go to a good cause. So I took the box of probably 30 or 40 I had left and donated them all. So if you see anybody in Louisiana wearing our official decal, that's probably why. But I want to show you the decal. There's a link at the top of the page. I think if you go to info or notes somewhere, you'll see. I think the link may even be at the end of our introduction paragraph that I've wrote. But there's a link to eBay, and you can buy these decals. I'm sorry if it's in reverse. It's in reverse to me, but nonetheless, it is the state of South Carolina with Greenville cut out, and it says native. So they're not very big. So if you'd like to order you some of these for all of your cars, that would be great. Just hit the link. I get it's all me. I get the order through my eBay app, and then I fulfill the order. Every one of them, I put it in an envelope, and I put your address on it and my address on it, and I mail them out to you. They're $8. So I make very little on them, just enough to compensate me for a little bit of my time that I have to order put these together, and I do have to pay the person that makes them for me a certain amount of money too. So right now I just got a new batch. I guess got a new pile of them in. So gosh, I don't know what I would do if I had 10, 12, 13,000 people order them at once. But that's never happened, even though we have so many members. But I do get 2 or 3 orders, 4 orders a month. Maybe some people may order 2 or 3 for their cars. I do get a lot of orders from people that don't even live here anymore, that were born here and live somewhere else. I get from the addresses. I have to ship them to different states so they can represent our great little town, and it's a great conversation piece because people that don't know our state are like, "What county is that? What is that? What is that thing that looks like a dirty sock?" Uh, so, so it's a good conversation piece to talk about your town. And although a lot of people will agree it's growing fast, I think it's growing in the right way. There's always going to be some bumps and grinds here and there in a town growing as fast as ours. But overall, I think it's a pretty good town. And I mean, I can remember when downtown Greenville, every business was retail, and at 5 o'clock in the evening, it was shut down and the police blocked the street so we couldn't cruise. Look at it now. So, love this town. I love my natives. Feel free to contact me through my Facebook Messenger anytime about any problems. But if you have a problem with a post, just remember upper right-hand corner, the little 3 dots, I think it'll be, is the options for that particular post, and you can choose one of those options there. So I just want to touch base with y'all. Sorry I probably look like crap. It's Saturday morning. I'm about to get my son up here in a little bit, and we're going to do some deer hunting this evening. And I think I might do some Facebook Live with you guys every once in a while. I'll post a time that I'll do it, and that way I can answer your questions live right there on the group. So I think that'll be interesting. And hey, somebody can put a poll question up of where we want to have a group meeting at. We haven't had a group meetup in a long time. So you can use that polling option or the question option, put multiple choices, and try to pinpoint a place that would be good for us to all get together and meet. Something that doesn't cost any money, something that can accommodate. I mean, we've had them in the past, and we've had as many as 20 people maybe, and that was back when we had about 5,000, 6,000 members. So let's maybe we find a place to do that. It's getting around the holidays. A lot of natives that don't live around here may be coming back home, so it might be a good time to get one coming up here next month or so. So anyway, love you guys, and I hope to see the group continue to grow. So love you all. Bye.